Hey guys, Zero here. Welcome to my Let's Play Runescape. Now, I'm just outside my ports here, and let's go take care of those first. But there's a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about. Um, yeah, I've had a few interesting days. Yesterday, I uploaded a video for the Demon Flash mobs. That was a lot of fun. Man, I really got into that. I gotta be the worst PKer in history, but it's fun. It's really fun to some of those guys are really good. And I don't know if the guy that I was fighting was really, really good, but he seemed to be really good. He gave me a run for my for my money, I guess you could say. But kicked my butt twice. I didn't look good doing it, but I had a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So I've got a bunch of ships back in port here, a bunch of voyages to send off in the next little bit. So let's take a look at these. I don't know if I'll show everything here. It depends on how much time we have. Um, but recently, I was telling you guys that broad bolts were going to be something to look at, and that I made that sale today, and it worked out really well. So we'll go take a look at that. Trying to figure out what I made. At one point, a few days ago, I was buying broad-tipped bolts for 25 GP each. I bought 10,000 at that price. I bought significantly more at other prices. Very, very cheap, 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 cheap. And I mean, I sold them all today. I could have held them, but I think they're going to go up briefly and then, kind of linger around at a different price because bolts don't seem to be too popular right now, I guess. Oh no, I just misclicked and sent that off. Oh, whoops. I wanted to activate that thing. Okay, so I'm not paying very good attention. Darn it. Darn it. Okay, let's set up this voyage. Oh, I'll wait. I'll wait and send that other one off that already went out. Combat. Hmm. Okay, let's send this one. And this one. Darn, I totally misclicked there. Alright, well, not to be too worried. It would have increased by a little bit. Ooh, we've got a barmaid. Let's go talk to her. These things usually don't take too long. But yeah, I've got some different plans today. I'm not sure what I'm going to show you guys, but there's a whole bunch that I've been up to. I've recorded little bits of everything. Okay, let's do this. If you guys haven't played the player on ports, you may not have seen this little mini game. You can get bonuses for your ship by performing little tasks. Right now, there's two mini games available. This one, the barmaid, and another one called what is it? The assassins something. You basically help the black marketeer with his assassin problem. But this one's pretty easy. You just run back and forth. You can carry two mugs at once. And you just serve everybody. It doesn't take very long. They give you lots of time to do it. And the stuff that you get for doing it is actually really good. So I recommend that every time you... who's under here? There we go. Every time you get one of these voyages or one of these random events, you should definitely do it. Definitely do it. They're well worth the few minutes that they take, in my opinion anyways. Because you only get so many voyages per day, and you want to try and maximize either the goods you get or your chance of success. And using these, you can increase that. You can get these bonuses or, you know, effects that you can add to your ship. Okay, have I got everyone outside? Looks pretty good. Is there anybody hiding? Oh, here's one. Sometimes there'll be people like hiding around the building. Okay, I've got 7 people left. That's a lot. There aren't usually that many people upstairs, so there's probably a few more in here. Yeah, here we go. I bet you guys knew that. YouTube viewers have X-ray vision. They see everything. I know what that's like because I'm a YouTube viewer myself, but it doesn't work in real time. There's something about the magic of YouTube lets you see everything. I'm sure you guys know what I mean. All right, let's go upstairs. Hopefully there's going to be 4 people. If there's not, then I missed somebody and it might be trouble to find. Oh yeah, there's all 4. Perfect. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the demon flash mobs. Um, I decided to brave the wilderness. You know, for those that have seen the video yesterday, I went for it. Oh, I guess it was earlier today, really early today that it went up. But yeah, it was good fun, good fun. I died a couple times. It was embarrassing. You already own as many of these as you're allowed. Okay, so that's fine. I lost a captain thing. I thought I could get 3, but it's only 2. So let's check out my captain situation because we want to use one of these. I don't want that captain, even though he looks pretty good. These 2500 captains are really good when you get into the Cherrywood region. But after that, you have a chance of getting what I call these 10k captains. They cost 10,000 chimes, and they're very good crew. So let's re-roll this guy, and we'll use up one of these re-roll visiting captains, because until I start using some of them, I can't get any new ones. So I may as well open up a spot to make sure. So we didn't get anybody good this time. No big deal. I don't expect to until I upgrade my my bar further. If you upgrade your bar, it increases the chance of getting good captains and getting adventurers. So yeah, let's get out of here. I think I'm all set. There may be a few upgrades that I want to do later, but we'll get to that later on. From here, I think I want to go to Verok, or Verok, depending on your pronunciation. Right. Oh, I won't be able to show you guys this part. Be right back. Okay, so I bought in total over the period, like a period of a few days, I bought 310,000 broad-tipped bolts. These came in at varying prices. In some cases, I was buying them at 55 GP. In other cases, I was buying them at 54, 52, 50, and then on the final day that I was buying them at 25 GP each. I only got 10,000 at that price. The other 300,000 came in at other prices, but very good deal nevertheless. If we, on average, say that I made about 15 GP per bolt, right? So we take 15 and multiply that by the number of items, the quantity. We get 310,000 basically. I made 4.65 million on broad-tipped bolts. Just being aware, just realizing that, hey, look, you know, these things cost a little bit to buy. You know, if you go back, you look at the video, you'll see that I was talking about these exactly. They cost 50 GP to buy the unfinished broad bolts, and then you attach feathers, which cost 6 GP, but people don't want to do it for free. They want to make some money. They want experience as well. So when these took a nosedive in price, I was pretty confident that they were going to go back up. I didn't think they had changed the game mechanic in any particular way. I think they're going to be rebalancing so that ranged is more powerful, so that dual wielding is a better option to try and get these things to be where you can kind of have more flexibility in what you choose to use. So you can look out for range to become more relevant in maybe weeks to come. I'm not sure how long, but broad bolts started going up again, so I decided to sell and did pretty well on those. And here I'm just testing polypores. If you saw yesterday's video, you'll maybe have checked out my bank, and you'll see that I've got a ton of polypore spores, 1.4 mil roughly right now. And the reason I have them is because I think they're too cheap. Casting polypore is a very effective spell. It hits for quite a bit, and the cost to actually cast it right now is dirt cheap, very cheap. So I really like polypore right now. So let's head over to Taverley, because I've got something to show you guys. I'm not sure what kind of content we'll get into this, depends on how much time we've got, but I really realized something that I think is kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it in the next few days. So let's go have a look. So you'll all know Taverley. Nice, peaceful, kind of laggy area since the update. Not too bad for me today, which is good. Very nice. All right. So I got a question recently. It was a good question. I like the question a lot. It was asking about sinkholes, and actually there was a few comments that I really liked there. People were asking, what could it be? Someone said maybe it'll be the range dungeon. I really like that idea. We know that the range dungeon is coming. Um, so I think that's certainly an option. Definitely a possibility. To me, it doesn't feel like the range dungeon, but it could be, right? Who knows what these sinkholes are going to be like? There could be more than one. They could have different things in them. Um, that's all unclear. The other one was that maybe it'll be a RuneScape casino. Now, this is something I talked about briefly in episode 5, I guess. Yeah. And basically, I was saying that RuneScape recognizes that its players like to take risks. And they like to take risks in lots of ways, including wagering money, just their game money. Unfortunately, since there's no medium for them to do this safely in game right now, there's a lot of people that end up scamming them. And it's really terrible that it happens the way that it does. I think Jagex is kind of prepared to help with that. Now, the question is to what extent, right? We don't know. We don't know about that. And so, while I like the idea and I think it fits, right? You saw that picture. Maybe I'll put it up. Yeah, here we go. So, we've got this picture of this crazy looking guy. He's got playing cards and coins flying around him. That feels kind of gambly, right? It feels like, there's some betting going on. We don't know though. We just don't know. And the reason we don't know is because we don't actually know if they're going to create this casino. And I think that it's a good thing. It's usually a mistake if you use something that you don't know exists as an explanation for something that you don't really understand yet, right? So we have this picture, we don't really know what's going on yet, and we don't actually know if this RuneScape casino exists, so it's a bad explanation for us at this point. But I think that there's room for it, It's a possibility. But check this out. So I was thinking recently, sinkholes, right? Sure enough, here we are over by Doric and Sons, and this quest was posted recently. I haven't had the opportunity to review the commentary. You can't let go back. But I remember Doric here saying that this hole in the ground appeared basically out of nowhere. And this looks like a classic cover collapse sinkhole. What happens is the bedrock underneath gets eroded away by, usually by water, acidic water in most cases, and it erodes away the bedrock, and then there's no support for the topsoil, and it remains on top for a while. Things start crumbling away, and then the overburden very quickly falls in. And there's different ways that can happen, but when you see ones like this, it looks like a cover collapse, where the cover just collapsed right down. So we go down here. You can't really see the cover. Maybe, these guys removed it. Who knows, right? How the story works. Doesn't doesn't really matter too much. We're just playing games. But look, we've got this stream of this water. It looks very acidic. There's not a lot down here. You can talk to this guy and get different tasks. But check out the quest. Maybe you guys can give me a heads up on what he talks about. And this to me looks very much like a sinkhole. So we already have a sinkhole in game. This, in my opinion, is one of them. I can't give anything like a professional opinion because I'm not a geologist or anything of the sort, just a guy. But yeah, pretty interesting to realize, hey, look, there's already, and this is a recent update, there's already a sinkhole in game. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so I've actually used up all my time for today. Until I change a few things on YouTube, I'll just be uploading 15-minute videos. But we'll have room to change that in the future. We'll just kind of see how things go, you know? I'm really enjoying this so far. I really enjoy the feedback that you guys give when you decide to leave comments and stuff. It's pretty cool. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying, and I will talk to you next time.